But a lot of young people, they come in here and they try to fit in. You feel me? First thing they do, they want to get them a knife and walk around. You feel me? They think that shit cool, and it's not. Until you see somebody die right in front of you, you think this shit still cool? No, it's not. You feel me? Like you got to think. You got to know how to think. And being in here, you have to think for other people because they will play you out of position. They will make you do something to them. A lot of people in here want to die. They want somebody to kill them because they know they not never going home. Can you imagine that?
What makes you say
They
that
want
though?
somebody because it's true.
What kind of
I
things do
had a
they do though?
homeboy. Like evil shit. Evil shit. Like example, I don't even wanna I don't wanna bring my homeboy up. You feel me? I'm gonna let him rest. But evil shit, malicious shit, like little shit. Like it's the littlest thing in here can make it go at a heartbeat. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna bring, especially if you gang, you don't have no problem. You fuck with this person that your member is getting into it with. But you have to ride. You
You
see what
have
I'm
to.
saying? So when everybody's strapping up and shit, you like, especially me, I ain't gonna lie. I see me, if something happened like that, I'm on defense. Meaning if you don't come my way, I'm not gonna come your way. You see what I'm saying? Cause I'm not trying to kill nobody in here, but I'm not gonna let nobody kill me though.
Would you say you see a lot
That's
of young
the
people coming in there and joining gangs just to fit in?
facts. Facts. A
Can you
lot.
explain to people why that's a bad idea and how that can go, go wrong real fast?
It's a bad idea because it's a bad idea for one. My thing is, if you wasn't gang banging on the street, do not come to prison and join no gang. That's the worst thing you can do. Cause even though they might accept you and stuff, it's gonna be a time where people be like, "Oh yeah, he wasn't even this on the street." You know what I'm saying? It make you look weak. A lot of people join gangs. A lot of young people join gangs is because they don't want to be alone. They don't know how to stand on their own as a man. You feel me? And it's some real. I'm gonna keep it real. It's some real solid civilians that done stood on their own, and that have the game behind their back because they know you a man. You see what I'm saying? Even if I don't like you, as long as I know you a man, I'm gonna respect you. That's just how it is. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's all about,
you joined a gang at a young age.
yeah. Before I knew better,
You mind telling
but
people what
see,
gang
like,
you're in?
I'm a Crip. I'm shotgun Crip. Gardena block. You feel me? 132nd. Deuce to the nine. You see what I'm saying? But that's that's me, but that's not me. I'm not no gang banger. It's a difference. I'm a member, but I'm not no gang banger. You see
You
what I'm
think
saying? And
you think you're gonna be doing that when you get out, or are you gonna be done for?
I'm not. I'm not gonna be doing that. I mean, I'm gonna always be what I am. You see me? Because it's just Amy. I put too many years in this. You feel me? And I still got little homies that look up to me and that's gonna come to me for guidance. But as far as being an active member, active, no. I done gave too much of my life for this shit. You feel me? I owe this next part of my life to my family. You know what I'm saying?
And
I owe that to my family.
there's no retirement plan in the gang banging. You don't get nothing out of it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Nothing. What you might, okay, you might get some stripes. Well, shit, what you gonna do with them? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he a real one or whatever. You can't spend that. You can't take care of your family with that. You feel me? It's not gonna free you. You feel me? It's not gonna do nothing for you. You feel me? It's a rap about a bunch of people that you don't even fucking know. You don't even know these niggas. And I don't mean to say niggas, y'all, but this just, you feel me? But you don't even know these folks. For real, for real. And they don't care about you. Some of them might do, but for the most
What's
part, they don't care about you.
What's the worstest thing you've seen somebody in the gang and how it like went? They turned on them. You seen situations like that?
Facts.
Can you think of a situation?
Okay, boom. Some people, like I say, everybody in the game is not is not let me think of the word. Just because you in the game don't mean you really about that shit. Some people are in gangs because they have a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? And they slick getting extorted. Yeah, you gang, you this, that, and the third, but they slick using you. Like, and you know you getting used. So it's a situation, I ain't gonna name it, but it was a dude, he got a lot of money. But everybody know he's soft. So the gang initiated him, put him down. See what I'm saying? And at first, it was cool. You know, he giving them stuff, he getting drops, and he got a lot of money and stuff. But he wound up catching on like these guys using me. And by now he done been in the gang for like, you feel me? He done had a little time in it or whatever. Like, so now he feeling like it's okay for him to stand up for himself. No. Next thing you know, they got something. It's a saying called bake a cake. They baked the cake for him, meaning they fabricated some shit that play him out of position. Some gay shit. Fabricated some shit. I think, if I ain't mistaken, they paid a sissy to lie on him. And everybody outside that circle in that game, we knew it was fabricated. You see what I'm saying? But there's nothing we can do about it. Prison politics. You see what I'm saying? We different gangs. That has nothing. Crip business has nothing to do with blood business. Blood business has nothing to do with Crip or GD business. Muslim business ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how that goes. Like, even when I know you right or whatever, we can't even say nothing to you because you know what your gang gonna say. That ain't got nothing to do with you, and they right. You got to watch them kill a man. You feel me? He tried to fight back, and they killed him on accident. Accident. It only take one time. Killed him on accident.
They actually killed him.
Damn. He bled out. They hit an artery. They were poking him in the leg. Had him tied up in the room and shit. He was bucking. They hit an artery in the leg. He bled out. I done seen a dude. Listen, I done seen a dude kill his roommate. Oh man, he killed his roommate and left him under the bed. Stuffed him in. See, these mats is plastic. So what he did was, they was in the hole. He killed his roommate. Cut the mat open. Took the filling out. Stuffed the body in the mat. Put him on the bottom bunk and put a tent up. You see what I'm saying? See, in the hole, they don't really come by and check on you like that. Don't get them, they supposed to. They do not come by like that. The man was in there a week before they knew he was dead. And the only reason they knew he was dead was because it started stinking. And when they asked his roommate, why you didn't tell her, you feel me? You know what he said? He wanted to get his trays.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's
He
crazy.
wanted facts. Not made up. That's not fabricated. He wanted his trays. Listen.
That's why I try to tell people, you might go to
Right.
prison, but it's not a guarantee you that you're gonna make it home. Anything can happen in
You
there.
make it out alive. For instance, drugs. Oh man. It was a dude at my last camp. Put me the wrong way because his mama thinking that they put him on, not knowing that her son is a whole J. He was in there having sex for drugs. You feel me? And even though it wasn't my business, I got a mama. You see what I'm saying? So I told her, I hit her up. Like, look, I'm here. I knew your son. Your son lied to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your son, you watch TV and it shows some of it, but it really doesn't show like the real. It shows the real, but it doesn't.
What's
It's a
the
little fabricated.
what's the longest you ever been on lockdown?
Shit. Me?
And what's that do to
I done
you?
been on lockdown for like, I ain't gonna lie, like 6 months.
And
Like
by yourself?
as a like me, yeah, by myself, like personally, but like the dorm though, like the whole compound, cause at my last camp, like 3 people died in one day back to back. You feel me? They locked the whole camp down. Whole camp. No movement, store coming to us, trades coming to us, everything. 2 months. And that drive you crazy too now.
You want to sell by
Cause
yourself?
every chance we get right now,
No, I'm saying back when you was on
no.
lockdown.
Oh, hell no. Nah, I had a roommate. And that be the fucked up part. But the good thing about my roommate was he had a detail. So he was gone most of the day. And it was summertime. That's the worst time to be on lockdown. I ain't even on front. You wake up mad. See, summertime is when most of the fights happen. Cause it's so hot, everybody mad. See, like right now, we got gloves in here. We got UFC gloves. So
How?
yeah, if you got a problem
How?
with somebody, yeah. Oh, I ain't never showed. Oh yeah, we got the gloves in here. Yeah, two
You got
pairs.
actual?
I just,
How do y'all get
man,
actual gloves
actual.
in there?
Same way we get actual phones, actual weed. I ain't gonna show y'all all that, but trust me, like you'll be surprised in here. Listen, I was just eating lamb chops the other day. Lamb
That's crazy.
chops, pork chop, steak. You feel me?
You know,
Like
I
yeah.
did see. I was scrolling TikTok and I seen one of your TikTok videos. You and your cell buddy. I guess y'all had Popeyes chicken.
Oh yeah. Oh nah, that was just mine. No, that was just mine. That wasn't no sale buddy. That was mine. If I
Oh,
post it on my page, that's mine. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I done ate Popeyes, Chick-fil-A. But see, I ain't gonna lie. See me, I don't like spending my money on that.
you know what I
You
was
see what I'm
thinking?
saying?
I was like, damn, he's
What?
in prison eating Popeyes. I can't even eat Popeyes when I'm free because we don't even have a Popeyes
Yeah.
around here. I was like, damn.
You gotta be listen, you got to be like, see, lately, I ain't gonna front. Like, see, we got the PS5 in here right now. It's not the steak shit. If I take the phone right there, you gonna see right outside my room, niggas out there playing the PlayStation 5, playing Madden. You see, like this shit legal. My homeboy, he
Well,
got a projector on the wall that he play the game on. Got an Xbox.
can you guys buy game systems off the commissary?
No, no. They got the game system up there in the gym. They got like but we barely get to go up there and play them. The game system we got in here right now is Contraband.
Oh,
We
okay.
had one before, and they took it. We donated a free one to the state because they took it. So now this one though, we make sure this one got down state over. We got Madden and all that shit. We
So
got
is everybody
Wi-Fi
allowed to
boxes.
play it? Is everybody allowed to play it?
Yeah, man, yeah. Now everybody's allowed to play. Even the people that sleep on the floor, it's a line though. I don't play it. I don't be in all that shit. I be in my room most of the time. But yeah, everybody's
Can
allowed
you
to play
explain
it.
that? Can you explain that for the people that don't know? When you go to prison, you get a prison cell, but sometimes the gangs, the prison you're at, the gangs run the cells, and they be like, "No, you
Okay, so
can't be
like
in here."
okay, the prison I'm at, the dorm I'm in specifically is gangland. You feel me? So it's Bloods, it's Crips, and it's GDs in here. It was Muslims in here, but they went to war with the Bloods and they lost. So all 20 of their ass got on the door.
20
So
people?
right, yeah, it was like 20 of them, like 18, 20 of Muslims. Yeah, all of them got on the dose. But they at their headquarters now. It's like about 75 Muslims over there in one dorm. Yeah, they not playing. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they had to go. So once they left, all the other gangs, we split up their rooms. You see what I'm saying? The Crips got some, the Bloods got some, the GDs got some. You see what I'm saying? So now when you come in here, If you Crip, GD, or Blood, we gonna meet you at the door. Like as soon as you come through the door, everybody is a member at the door. What you bang? You feel me? So whatever you is, when you if you Crip, the Crips gonna come up. We gonna get your shit. We gonna put you in the room, even if we gotta put somebody out. You see what I'm saying? Cause all the rooms ain't filled up with Crips. You see what I'm saying? Some Crips got their own room, so they let junkies or people that sleep on the floor move in there. But if a brother come in there, you feel me? To get him room, he's first priority, so you got to go. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that goes. See me, I don't move like that. That's oppression. See me, anybody could come in my room. I don't care. You
So
see what
what
I'm saying? If it
about
was, it's another.
so what if you're civilian? What if you're not in a gang? How's that work?
You got to know somebody. If you ain't got no money, if you're not beneficial, like if I can't go, if you don't scam, or you're not willing to learn how to scam, no, you gonna be on the floor. If I can't go to store in your name, even if I can go to store in your name, you still might be on the floor. Unless you smart enough to put that in the deal, like give me a room. You feel me? If
So for like,
like
ordinary person that just, they ain't never been in prison before and they got a family,
hmm,
they're a family person. They coming in there, they don't know nothing about no gangs or nothing.
don't nobody care.
They sleeping
Listen,
on the
they
floor.
gonna make the old listen, they gonna make the old ass nigga with the cane and the limp get his old ass on the floor. They do not give a fuck. I'm telling you, bro. That don't. The only way you might get a room though, if you, I ain't gonna lie, if you come in there and you come in there and you look like you player or like you feel me, you ain't no junkie or nothing, a nigga might fuck with you. But even then though, it's gonna be rules to this shit. Like you got to stay out the room all day. This not your room. You just you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
So
So
wouldn't
you
that
got to stay
like,
out the way.
let's see, like, wouldn't that like, if you say that to somebody, but like, hey, look, this is your room, but during the daytime, you gotta get out of here. Wouldn't somebody feel offended like that?
Yeah, facts. I ain't gonna lie. I even listen. A gang, a member get tried too if you weak. No, you won't sleep on the floor though. But sometimes, like for instance, like when I at my last camp, I got caught with some shit. I went to the hole, and the dorm they moved me to is gangland, but it's Crips in there though, and Crips with their own room, but Crips that don't want other Crips in their room. So the orderly in the hole was Crip. He's an OG. You feel me? So when I told him who I was or whatever, he's like, okay, cuz I'm about to get you to the dorm. But listen, cause we ain't doing that floor shit. But he wasn't gonna get me no room. He trying to see what type of Crip I am. So me, when I got in the dorm, you feel me? I made an announcement. Like, look, I'm gonna fight by the room. I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, either y'all gonna let me in this shit or I'm going to my assigned room and whoever's in there, we gonna lock in. You see what I'm saying? But either way, I'm not sleeping on no floor. So it was a Crip named Hitlo. Yo, hey, I didn't say come in. Yeah, it was a hold up real quick.
Yeah.
Yo, I got something going on. Yeah, y'all see, I didn't mean to pause the story, but yeah, when you knock on the
Thank
nigga
you.
door, if you don't say come in, do not open my shit. You don't know what I'm in here doing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't just knock on my shit and then call my name. No, get the fuck out, bro, cause that'll get you hurt, bro. Cause now I feel like you trying me. You see what I'm saying?
So that
I
right
don't give
there
a
could have
fuck
started the
if you.
situation.
Yeah, like, but nah, cause I'm level headed though. But it pissed me off though because I'm doing something. You feel me? And everybody know how I am. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm fair game though. But like, don't do that. It's respect. When I'm not gonna open the nigga door unless I hear him say come in. You feel me? Even when I hear him say come in, I'm gonna make sure like, hey, you said come in. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a respect thing. Like that. See, little shit like that. It irritate me. It'll make me mad. Like, hey man, like you tripping. But I respect everybody though. I'm not gonna disrespect. I'm not gonna call you out your name, but I'm gonna say what I got to say. And I don't mean nothing by it, but certain shit you got to address and here. You got to nip shit in the bud. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't, niggas will test you too. You see what I'm saying? Like, say a nigga come in your room and just open your box, looking in your. You see what I'm saying? No, like, don't, nigga, you tripping? Like, you see what I'm saying? But so what was I saying? That nigga just throw me off. What was I saying before?
I think you were talking about fighting for a room.
Oh, so yeah, so it was a Crip in there named Hitlo. He dirt gang. Big, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? When I told him I'd fight for a room, he let me in the room. You see what I'm saying? But he didn't want me in there. Cause I'm an alpha. He an alpha. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not no nigga that you can just get up out the room like, yeah, cuz let me get no. You see what I'm saying? I'm ready to fight, nigga. Like, it's common courtesy. Like, niggas will let you in the room and then kick you out and put the tissue in the door. Tissue in the door mean I'm using the bathroom, I'm busy. And leave it in there for hours. You see what I'm saying? And they not even in there doing nothing. So, me and him bumped heads. And this a big nigga though, but I don't, in my mind, shit, I don't give a fuck. Like, you see what I'm saying? So we bump heads. He wind up buying me a room just so I wouldn't be in the room with him.
He
You
bought
see
you
what
a
I'm
room.
saying? Like, yeah, and we still wind up fighting. That
What
yeah,
the heck?
the very yeah, there was some crip. Yeah, like, he bought me a room, but how he when he did it, like, I wasn't mad, but I had told my other homie about the shit. Like, you feel me? So we had a C call, and then that's when it came to the head, and he like, oh yeah, I been wanted to punch you in the face. This a big nigga too. So in my mind, my motto is stole or be stole. So once he said that, shit, I went in the shit. Caught him off guard, you feel me? And I jammed on him. This hit low, you feel me? His name hit low, it beating shit. But I got the best of them that first round. You went and put on this on, and it's proper cripping, like, all the homies came up like, yeah, y'all, you feel me? And we got to it, like, you feel me? But after that, it was a mutual respect, like, you feel me? Sometimes it take that. I got to show you that I'm a man, you feel me? For you to respect me. And
Can you
sometimes it take that. So now,
can you explain to the people about the gang hierarchy? Like, what is it, like one person runs Crip for the whole compound? One person runs blood for the whole compound? How does that
okay,
work?
yeah, yeah and no. Okay, so not nobody, I ain't gonna lie. And here in my dorm, you got, if you been here first, like, it's some homies that got more pull on the compound than other people, like with the officers and shit like that. Officers might come to them when there's some shit going on and be like, such and such and such and such and such. But and you do got, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, as far as with Bloods and Crips is different. GDs, cause they basically, one, it ain't no sex. You see what I'm saying? So niggas that they have a nigga over the whole compound. We be having that shit sometimes too, but for the most part, at the end of the day, it's different types of Crips. So really over nobody. You might have somebody with more emotion, and the nigga that got the money, yeah,
Raw life. What do you miss most about being free?
my family, spending time with my family. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. My family, my nieces, my nephews, my mama, my kids. Feel me? I took that shit for granted when I was out there because I was running the street. Like, my whole 20s, I didn't get to experience this shit. I've been in here. See what I'm saying? I'm 34. I started getting locked up when I was 19. You see what I'm saying? Like, I I turned 20 in prison. I turned 21 on the street. I turned 22 in prison. I turned 23 and 24 on the street. And the rest, oh, and 20, no, I turned 24 and 25 on the street. And the rest, I've been in here. So I really only got like
It,
three
it's,
years.
it seemed like, young people, when we're out running the streets, we're trying to impress, whoever we're running with. We don't listen to our family. And by the time it's too late, when you get locked up, you know, then you trying to, talk to your family. It's crazy how things work.
Yeah, facts, facts. I like, for me, I just like, I ain't gonna lie, I had to learn the hard way. Like, and I don't get no visit because I don't want my family coming up here to see me. Like, I got a phone if that's the case. Like, my mama, she be trying to come see me all the time and shit. Women be trying to come see me. No, I'm good on that. I see you on the app or something. I don't care about that because I don't want y'all in here. I don't even want that energy on y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, and here I try not to I try not to think about the outside world. You feel me? Because thinking about the outside world, it'll have you drunk. It'll drag your time. You feel me? You got to focus on the here and now. And here, right here and now, I have to survive. I can't get distracted.
Yeah,
You
what do
see
you
what I'm
do to
saying?
keep things off your mind? Do you have like a routine?
Facts. I most definitely have a routine. I work out. I do music. I record right in my locker box. You know what I'm saying? I write books. I just ain't, you feel me? I ain't brought everything out yet. You know what I'm saying? Then I got my little shows that I watch. You feel me? But see, right now, like I stopped smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't smoke cigarettes, but period. But weed was my only little habit. I stopped it because I have to get disciplined. You see what I'm saying? For me, this the fourth quarter. I'm getting ready to come home. When I come home, I'm not going to stay with my mama. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to stay with no woman. You see what I'm saying? I'm not working for nobody. I'm gonna have my own money. You see what I'm saying? So the only thing on my mind right now is preparing for me when I get out there. So every day that I wake up, I have to make progress. You see what I'm saying? So I read. I'm trying to get my relationship with God right. You see what I'm saying? Because that's important for you to have peace. Whatever you believe in, you know what I'm saying? Like I have to get that right. You see what I'm saying? So and for me, like I had to come here. I feel like I had to come here to become who I am. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because if I
that's
didn't
right.
come, I would have been out there doing the same shit. But when I came here, and guess what? It ain't been listen. I'm gonna keep it with you. I done been smoking the K2. I done been sniffing the cream. You feel me? Like a nigga, I ain't no angel. I ain't no better than the next man. You feel me? The only difference is between me and them is that my mind is too strong. You see what I'm saying? When I do shit, when I was doing that and smoking the K2 and shit like that, I was doing it because I was coping. I didn't want to face reality. You feel me? I was running from this shit. People use a lot of shit to run from reality. Drink liquor, drugs, you might gamble, sex. You see what I'm saying? But at some point in time, you have to face reality. You have to look in the mirror, you feel me? And you have to accept your present circumstances. You feel me? And once you accept your present circumstances, you can build on that. You feel me? To build yourself up. Because regardless of what anybody say, bro, like you in control of your life. Can't nobody change that or take that from you, bro. So it's whatever you do. This is not my last stop. This is not who I am. You feel me? And I know that. Yes, I had to come here, but this is part of my story. So because when I tell my story, this is gonna be the part that I'm gonna make the millions of dollars off of. This is gonna be the part, like, you feel me? Because I've been through this shit for real. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit taught me, this shit made me a man, a better man. It doesn't do that for everybody. You
No,
know
I
what I'm
don't.
saying? It all
That's
your mindset.
I will say that jail and prison is a good. It will slow people down that's moving too fast. That's what I always say.
Right.
Before you crash and burn, it will slow you down. But can I ask you, what's the scariest sound that you can hear in prison? What is the scariest sound? Like if you hear it right now, like you're gonna be scared as hell.
I ain't gonna be scared.
You ain't gonna be
I'm gonna be
scared.
alert though. The scariest now,
Yeah.
tag squad coming. Tag squad. The tag
I-
squad coming
is
in
that
with
is that what
listen,
they scream?
everything going on.
Is that what they
What?
scream?
Listen, nigga. Man, wait, hey, listen. When the tax squad coming, listen, everybody's scattering like roaches. All contraband, everything. Like, you feel me? Like, somebody getting stabbed or something. Like, listen, that's not scary. That's normal. You see what I'm saying? The tax
That's
squad
crazy.
though. That means your shit about to get took. Nigga, you might got to have to buy a phone if your spot ain't good enough. Like you said, and they marching. When you hear that marching, and they call it cadence. Yeah. That's the scariest sound right there.
You
I
told me
ain't gonna
something.
fret. That
I did an interview with him a couple of days ago. I haven't put it out on my channel yet, but I remember you said something. You said you seen somebody get stabbed, and I think they died or something. And you said your first thought was,
oh
damn, we
yeah.
ain't getting store. We
Oh
ain't getting
yeah.
store this week."
Fact. I ain't gonna the first year it popped with the Muslims and the Bloods. And we sitting here watching. I'm at the window. It popped in one door on one side. I see the police coming. They carrying niggas out. We looking around. So now all the Crips and the GDs is getting off the floor. I'm still at the window. My homies called me like, "Hey, get your ass upstairs." So we on the top range. All 20 of us. We looking. The 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 only people on the floor is the motherfucking Bloods and the Muslims. And they on opposite ends. The head Muslim go to try to talk to the Blood to really calm it down. The nigga tried to stab him, but he missed. Tried to stab him, he missed. The Muslim dude, out of fear, he hit him, but he didn't really hit him, and he ran back. So now it's like about four. And then one of them was about to go down with the Bloods because he used to be Blood. So they thought he had something to do with it, but then they confirmed it and he didn't have nothing to do with it. But yeah, the dude Sanchez, he didn't deserve to die.
And you
And it's so
said
crazy. We like,
when they killed him, your first instinct was, "Damn, we're not getting
oh,
store
my
call this
first
week."
thought was like when I see him, so they on the floor now. He they drug him, out the room. He on the floor. They got free world knives, butcher knives. Straight through. I see this shit. And it's like, fuck. And he yelling and he's like, "Don't kill me, please. I don't want to die." And the nigga like, and the first thing that went through my mind was, damn, we not about to get store because we really was supposed to get store call that day. But they like, we gonna bring it tomorrow. We ain't seen Stowe for a month after that. And with shit, when Stowe don't come in here, shit go high.
That's what I
He was
want
on
to get.
lockdown.
That's what I want to get to people. These young kids out there going crazy. That's how crazy it gets in prison. Somebody's getting stabbed to death,
Yeah.
sitting there begging, "Please don't kill me." And everybody's first thought is, "Damn, we're not getting stored this week." They don't. People don't
I
care.
don't even know what. Yeah, I don't even know what they first thought. Well, I was hungry though. It's like, but it's like this though. I done seen it so much. So at that time, it's like it's fucked up. But it's like, man, shit, life still go on. I want my stove. Shit, I wasn't involved in this shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
appreciate everybody for coming. Please stay safe and stay out of the prisons, man. It's not the place to be. And I
Fact.
hope you stay safe
It's
in
not.
there, man. Take care of yourself.